night to the sounds of gunfire outside of his home in southeast D.C., but that has not stopped Dusty Harrison from trying to live out his dream of someday becoming a boxing champion. He's driven by his love of the sport and what some might call an overzealous father. Marius Payton tells us how the father's past might shape the son's future.
Dusty, why do you like boxing so much?
It's just fun, like when you travel and you meet new people, and when you do the sport, and it helps you stay in shape a lot.
It's a sport where strides of violence crown champions, and that's exactly what Dusty Harrison wants to become. He has the eye of the tiger and the body of an 11-year-old.
This boy is a great kid. He does very good in school. His grades are good. The schoolwork comes first. Buddy picks him up every single day from school, makes sure he does his homework, then he brings him to the gym.
I've been training him since he was probably 1 year old. I kid you not. I always wanted him to box. I hung a little heavy bag up, probably something I bought at Toys R Us in the living room at that age. And then I started working with him. By the time he could stand up, he was throwing combinations and everything.
And now, a decade later, with his father in his corner, Dusty is one of the most feared fighters in his weight class, having fought over 105 fights and capturing belt after belt. His favorite fighter?
Felix Trinidad.
And when you ask Dusty what type of champion he wants to be, the answer is simple.
Undisputed.
All under the watchful eye of his father.
It was like when Tiger Woods, his father had him out in the backyard with the golf clubs, okay? And Archie Manning had his little boys throwing football when they're 4 years old. It's the same kind of story.
But this story is more than about a father teaching his son how to box. It's about a father teaching his son about life and second chances.
And to understand why Buddy has pushed his son to box, first you have to understand Buddy's upbringing in a tough D.C. neighborhood.
If I had somebody, you know, I didn't have nobody at that age to lead me in the right direction. Unfortunately, at his age, I was away. I mean, he's 11 years old. They had took me away. I was in a home.
And from that home, Buddy's next stop was prison, serving 10 years for armed robbery. He got out, and with the birth of his son, turned his life around, vowing not to let Dusty make the same mistakes he made.
I don't ever want my son to wind up where I did. That's probably the main thing. But then I wouldn't want any of these kids to wind up where I did. But yeah, I don't want my son to wind up. I took the wrong road. I mean, I really took the wrong road.
That's why Buddy's old school gym is open to all the kids from his neighborhood. Dues are minimal.
He don't get enough money to pay the rent, but he loves it.
I look in here at 9 o'clock at night, I'm packed. And I don't think just about him. I look at all these kids and I say, wow, where would they be if they weren't in here?
And it's that type of love that's given Dusty the chances in life his father never had.
His son is his life. There's no question that he's reliving his life through his kid. The chances that he missed out on, that boy ain't going to get in no trouble. And this little boy, I hope I'm still alive. He's going to be welterweight champion of the world.
Marius Payton with that story. You just hope the young man has learned the lessons, life lessons from his father.
Yeah, you hope so. And it's amazing to me to see a kid that young, so driven. 105 fights at age 11.
Active fighter, I believe they call that.
Yes, yes. Very talented kid.